In fact, here on Blueprint Exclusive Explosive, we are going to get you the Breaking Bad's India edition. Yes, that's right. There's a secret meth lab and a Mexican drug cartel allegedly cooking drugs to the tune of 95 kgs. I'll give you a second for that to sink in. And all of this is happening in the very heart of Delhi, in Delhi NCR region. NCB sleuths have hit a 95 kg drug trail after they busted this massive drug operation in Noida. Now, during the operation, over 5 people have been arrested and 95 kgs of drugs have been seized. Investigators say that the lab was allegedly set up by a syndicate which involved a Delhi-based businessman, a Tihar jail warden, and the member of Mexican cartel. As per the NCB statement, the lab was meant to make synthetic drugs like meth to export to other countries as well as for domestic consumption in India. But that's not all. They also have recovered other chemicals such as sodium hydroxide, red phosphorus and methylene chloride as well for other synthetic drugs to be produced in the lab. So how is the Mexican drug cartel involved in all of this? Well, the name of this cartel is CJNG, or the Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación. Now, this is a very notorious cartel which is involved in the global drug trade. Just today, America's Drug Enforcement Administration has announced the culmination of its probe into this group's activities as well. In fact, the investigation has led to the arrest of over 600 gang members, 350 indictments, as well as significant seizures of drug and money has also been recovered by the American sleuths. Watch this report from the secret meth lab, which has been discovered and busted in Noida by the Narcotics Control Bureau.
वो फैक्ट्री है जहां पे टाइम्स ऑफ नबात की टीम इकलौती चैनल है जो यहां पे पहुंची है और हम आपको दिखाना चाहेंगे कि ये वो फैक्ट्री है जिसे एनसीबी ने अभी 2 दिन पहले सीज किया है। एनसीबी के सूत्रों के मुताबिक एक मैक्सिकन माफिया है जिसको अल्मेंचो कहते हैं, जो इन्हें टास्क दिया करता था इन क्रिमिनल्स को जो भारत में बैठे हुए थे कि वो मेथ जो कि एक क्रिस्टल शेप का सिंथेटिक ड्रग है उसको बनाए यहां पे और उसके बाद वो यहां से अलग अलग कार्गोज के जरिए विदेश पे पहुंचाए। इसके लिए इन्हें टास्क दिया जा रहा था। पिछले 2.5 सालों से ये गिरोह यहां पे काम कर रहा था और रीसेंट सीजन में 96 केजी से ज्यादा की जो मेथ है वो पाई गई है। हम आपको दिखा दें कि किस तरीके से ये फैक्ट्री यहां पे बनी हुई है और इसका ज्यादा महत्व क्या है, क्योंकि ये एक इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया है जो सूरजपुर का इलाका कहलाता है ग्रेटर नोएडा में, और यहां पे दूर दूर तक आप जहां जाएंगे बड़ी बड़ी फैक्ट्री है। कारण यह है कि इन फैक्ट्रियों की आड़ में ड्रग्स को कार्गो के जरिए और छोटे छोटे पार्सल के जरिए भेजा जा सकता था। आप देख सकते हैं ये ऊंची ऊंची दीवारें जिसमें कीलें लगी पड़ी हैं और इन ऊंची दीवारों के पीछे ही ये मेथ को बनाया जा रहा था। इक्विपमेंट जो सीज हुआ है उसे भी एजेंसियों ने हमारे साथ साझा किया है।
Well, that of course was a Times Now super exclusive report that we filed from the meth lab of Delhi. So let me go across to our panelists. Today joining us on the show, Mr. D. Banerjee, a former investigation officer with the NCB, the Narcotics Control Bureau. Also joining us on the show, Arvind Kumar Jain, the former DGP of Uttar Pradesh. Now I'm coming to you first, Mr. Banerjee, because you must explain to us. Most of us have been taken by surprise when we realize that it's almost like Breaking Bad coming through, where in the very heart of Delhi, you have a meth lab being put up by the Mexican cartel to manufacture and export drugs abroad. How does that even happen? How is this happening? How did it go undetected?
Okay, first of all, I'll come to you how exactly it is a controlled substance. It's very easy to manufacture methamphetamine. You require ephedrine or pseudoephedrine, and then you react it with red phosphorus and hydrochloric acid, and you get this thing, method. And this other method is to use phenylacetic acid, and then you use methylamine to produce 1-phenyl-2-propane. From this also you get methylamine. Okay, these are methamphetamine. So these are the 2 different methods. Now in 1988, it was felt that there are certain chemicals which have legitimate use, and also it is also used illegitimately. For example, ephedrine is basically a bronchodilator used for cancer, used for those who have got this thing, bronchitis and all that. So in 1988, realizing that these substances are also being misused, ephedrine and pseudoephedrine and certain other chemicals were listed as controlled substances. So for to procure this thing, for ephedrine and pseudoephedrine for export of this thing, you require permission from the Narcotics Commissioner.
Okay.
In the year 1995, about 2 tons of ephedrine was seized. It was imported from India and was seized in Marseille in France.
Okay.
It was on the way to Mexico. And it's very easy to manufacture this thing, methamphetamine.
So
You just require a makeshift laboratory.
very easy to manufacture meth in a makeshift kind of an atmosphere, makeshift kind of a lab. But Arvind
Yes, you
Kumar
can
Jain,
manufacture a
if we look at
makeshift,
the
yeah.
larger nexus, who all were the people? One of them was a businessman who was caught red-handed. He was part of the premises. He was inside the premises when the drug bust had happened. The other was a Tihar jail warden. He was the one who was actually helping them procure the chemicals as well as some of the equipment to produce the meth. And of course, then you have the Mexican drug cartel, which is looking at the distribution side. It is a well laid out network. It's not something which has just been put up.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'll come to one thing.
I'll just put that
Ephedrine
question
and
across to Arvind Kumar Jain, and I'll come back to you, Mr. Banerjee.
See, India is the largest democracy in the world. With rising prosperity, all these things, they are bound to come up. And we will have to be very, very cautious. NCB will have to be very, very active. And they should seek support from the intelligence agencies, national level agencies, and from the state agencies. And such raids, frequent raids, should be conducted. There has to be perfect information, and only such raids can be successful. In Noida, several such raids have been conducted in the past few months. I have read about them, and very big seizures have been made from Noida. Noida, especially the Surajpur area, if you visit that area, it's open. And there are so many factories, and people are not aware what is going on in the next factory. I think they took advantage of it. Involvement of Tihar jail warden and some businessmen of Delhi and Mexican cartel, especially of Mexican cartel. It is absolutely shocking. Very, very drastic action should be taken by all the agencies which are involved. And such rackets have to be busted, and the NCB will have to keep watch, because this drug trade, in my opinion, is going up like anything in our country, which is very, very dangerous trend.
Well, absolutely, and that too in the very heart of the country.
Yes.
It's not just in some faraway badlands of India. This is in the very heart of Delhi, in the NCR region. There is a 95 kg drug bust which has happened, where they were preparing and cooking meth with the Mexican cartel. How did that even get allowed to happen? Well, we'll have to hopefully make our defenses a bit stronger. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. Mr. D. Banerjee for explaining the way this entire operation is carried out, as well as Arvind Kumar Jain for explaining to us what is the reason why today this should be a huge red flag for all our investigative agencies as well.